You guys work with grants a lot. Maybe to start out with, what's the biggest challenges that you're seeing with different grants projects?
Right.
And then we can get into sort of detail of implementations.
Yeah, so I think grants in general for the past year or so have been a huge topic. And we're very excited to be supporting multiple programs. I mean, in a way, just so many challenges because, when there is money involved, it's always a little bit messy, right? So, of course, yeah, as a start, there's a lot of scam out there, and there's a lot of people just trying to get free money, and being able, how do you stop so that group of people coming through, or simply being able to effectively doing so, right? Because, I mean, it's a cat and mouse game, so it takes a lot of resources on the side of the foundation and the tool to even just get started, right? Like when you get thousands of applications, when you have a grants program coming through, like how do you go through them if you get a person, again, a real human reading a 2-page application? If there are thousands of them, that's a lot of hours, right? And there's limited capacity on the grant council side to actually do that work. And that's just initial intake, right? So that's one challenge. And second is, how do you, I mean, at the end of the day, grants is about community building. And how do you build trust? How do you show fairness? How do you help the community understand like what the foundation or the collective is trying to do? And why is the grants programs the right tool to do that? So a lot of that comes down to being very thoughtful about the process, but also how to execute against them. For example, a lot of program is structured in a way that is a small grants council that are making a lot of decisions. Now, a lot of grant councils are voted in. So I think like that's where the decentralized decision making come through, but then they have a lot of latitude about like how to execute on their like day-to-day reviewing of the grants. But the grants council can choose to be more and more transparent or more and more explicit, right? So showing exactly what the decision rubrics are going to be and how are those rubrics are going to be rated against each other, and how does that align to what the collective is trying to do, what is the mission and vision of the DAO, and that's why the decision being made that way. And then if you show then at the end of that the project that are selected that map through to sort of this mission and vision and metrics that you're evaluating, it builds that trust that even though you're the project that didn't get the funding or didn't get selected, I think people will be a lot less upset when they have a sense of like, okay, I might even disagree with the decision making, but at least I can appreciate the thoughtfulness around like what went through, and then like how the team had executed against that.